Hello, welcome to the Full Frame with Mark and Ben. I'm Mark, that's Ben.
Thanks.
And this is the Full Frame with Mark and Ben. We are in Whitewell in, I think, Lancashire today, where the first episode of the series, The Trip, was filmed and set.
This looks lovely.
Beautiful, isn't it, eh?
It's the sort of place you'd shoot a Miss Marple.
We're both quite big fans of The Trip to Italy, The Trip to Spain and The Trip to Greece.
Well, the first one is The
Trip to here. They did all around here. So we're going to take photos on expired Ektachrome and Ektachrome to see what the difference is. The Ektachrome I've got in my camera, I'm not sure when it expired, because I just bought it on eBay, didn't have a date on it or anything. But I've sort of got a feeling it's sort of around 2000-ish. So like maybe like 20 years expired. But it's the first time I've shot expired film, so it'll be interesting to see what results I come up with. I'm prepared to get absolutely nothing back, and I know Ektachrome's like expensive to get developed, so it might be quite a frustrating day. On the previous video we shot, which was only 2 days ago, Ben's FE broke. His one that was basically brand new out of the box. So he is borrowing my other one, which doesn't entirely work because the counter starts at 8 rather than 0. So hopefully we're all good. The sun's just about to rise. It is 10 to 8 in the morning. It's the 10th of December and the sun is rising just over there. So let's see what we can get. I'm quite excited by this. This might be good. At the moment I've still got some Kodak Gold in mine, so I might use that to like start this video and then let you know. So now it's only like 4 minutes to 8 and it's already getting really light. So unfortunate thing is we parked down there. The sun is rising over there. Looks really good, but over here also looks really cool. And when it gets light, I think it's gonna look amazing. Yeah, fog in the valley there, it's really cool. So I think in like 10 minutes, it's gonna be properly light. And that's when we're gonna get some good stuff. Ben's about 100 yards in front of me.
Oh. Gonna go about there. Do the old timer. There we are.
So I'm still on the Kodak Gold at the moment. I've got 33, so 3 left, and then I'll move over to the Ektachrome. Cool. So we drove for a bit. It's now like 10 past 8. We found this bridge. Wow! This is vastly different to anything we've ever done.
Yeah.
Quite cool. What?
Oh wait. Your bulb doesn't work. Your bulb doesn't work.
Bulb?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
The one where you hold it, the shut stays open for as long as you hold the button.
Oh. I've not done that.
That's annoying. It just takes a photo. It just does M90, I think. Yeah. Right, hopefully I can get a spot where they just stay still. That might be a bit blurry. Oi, get your own sheep, mate.
Got no light, is there?
Recommend shooting anything fast moving. Which there isn't much about it, is there? I quite like shooting manual when you're doing landscapes. Indeed. I think I stopped from quite far down. Are you shooting at 50 ISO or not?
Yeah, 50.
Nice. I stopped down to like 16 so I can get the water as
I'll do 11.
flowy as possible. The camera's quite wet.
Yes.
Thank you, yes. My apologies for my colleague's behaviour.
My body will taste.
That's lovely. Thanks. Oh. Put that there.
Thank you very much. That was very good. He now has you marked down as an idiot.
So at the moment it's 9:30. It started raining about an hour ago, so we had to stop. And we know we drove somewhere where we could get signal and found out it's going to stop raining. It stopped raining at 9 until about 9:45, and then it's basically going to rain solidly for the rest of the morning. So trying to get the most out of the next 15 minutes. See what happens. So Ben's somewhere over there behind the inn. Ooh, hello. A fallen tree. I can feel the rain starting again now. It's just starting. Hopefully we've got like 10 more minutes. 10 minutes till the rain starts, apparently. Bloody sodden.
I've found the path. Hopefully this gives me a clearer shot of the house.
Here we go, feel the rain.
There we go. This is what I was looking for. That should be a bit better. Might do one more. Must be near the end of the roll by now.
Head back and just see what we can get. It'd be interesting to see what Ben's got, because I know he was nearer the end of the roll than me, because I started on gold at the start of the day. So much sheep in this. To be interesting. But I'm going to have to cover this camera up very, very soon because it's starting to rain. Let's clamber over this.
Probably just open it.
I just tried to jump over a puddle and my foot just got totally submerged. So there's the inn there. There's Ben. From what? What are you doing here? What you got in there? Ultramax.
Yeah, I think so. Do you like the car?
No, bloody well now, this.
Yeah.
This is the north after all.
Oh, hello! This is Mark's unwinding face.
There she goes.
There she goes. Where's that? There she is.
Ektachrome Elite 100 from the year 2000 and something, hopefully.
There she is, new Ektachrome, just a few months old.
What were your overall thoughts of the trip?
Sunrise was not that great, but we did get a bit of pink sky. I think you took more of that.
Yeah.
Weather's pretty bad, but the fog's nice. I don't know. We didn't. I think I say this in like every video. I feel like we didn't find. We didn't find the best spot. But I don't know. I don't think there wasn't anything that I took where I was like, yeah, it's going to be a good photo.
There was a few that I took, but then like I'm not 100% on if the film's going to be any good.
I think you're worrying too much about it. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
All the examples I've looked at
It'll be something,
have come out.
I think.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be totally screwed.
Yeah.
And I'm not convinced your camera is calibrated that well, so all of mine could be as well.
This could be a video overall.
Do we not need to do a studio bit for this?
Yeah.
We're going to do one still.
Back to the studio.
Yeah. That's my line.
So that was Whitewell. We did two different Ektachromes, one from 2000 and something, and one from like a month ago, a brand new one.
Yeah.
You were a bit worried, we were both a bit worried that mine wouldn't come out and yours, you were a bit worried about my camera.
Yeah.
Overall, what are your thoughts on how it came out?
I was fine with mine actually in the end. They actually came out fine. Like exposure wise,
Yours were quite interesting. So overall blue,
Yeah.
more blue. I think Ektachrome is known for being quite blue anyway. So it's interesting to see that it just gets more blue with age, which is weird. Not sure if that's desirable, but... And then I also noticed you did shoot it at 50 ISO, and I still think they looked a bit dark. So that might give you a better idea of how old it was. So they say one stop for every 10 years, so maybe it was 15 years old.
Yeah.
So you might have had to have shot it, you know, around 25 ISO to get a slightly
So
better.
it might have been like
slightly better
2009.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
2008, 2009.
that's probably about right.
And I was thinking, at the start, I was thinking 02. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, if it, you
it was
definitely
about,
would have had to
it's
have
about
shot
8 years out. Maybe.
25. Yeah, but
Interesting, though.
But another thing we noticed was I think these landscapes that we shot didn't really do it justice, because there's one shot which you can put in now. I think it was just looking up the hill or something. It had a lot of orange and yellows in it.
Oh, yeah, my shot.
Yeah, your one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think most of the shots didn't do that expired film justice, but this one really did. Yeah, that's it. So even though it's expired and a bit overly blue, you still got loads of colour.
The greens are very blue.
Let's have another look at it.
The greens lean into the blue, don't they? But then
Yeah.
the brownies are very orangey. So I think it comes out quite nice.
Yeah, I think across the board, most of the colours are fine.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not, shifted or anything like some films can.
I was well impressed overall. I
Yeah.
was really pretty happy with it.
I think it looks like the darker the shot, the more blue it went. And I think because it's obviously quite old and it needed to be shot slower, it probably just meant that some of them came out even more, blue. Like I noticed with those ones that I did in Stourhead on 120, quite a few of those were blue that were a bit underexposed, just because it was so sunny. It was like really hard to figure out the lighting. But yeah, there was a couple of them that came out quite blue because they were underexposed. So yeah, I'd imagine that's still a similar thing.
And I think because it's like that, it was early morning, very dark and damp anyway. It kind of works. And yeah, yours do as well. I think like some of yours look quite white, but then like there's some others of yours look quite blue as well.
Yeah. I think I wasn't sure what the camera was doing in terms of the shutter speeds.
If you were to go back there, what film stock would you use, like to perfectly get it?
It's hard, really. I think the film stock is less important. I would say time of day and time of year would be a lot more important to make those shots interesting. I mean, I'd imagine in the autumn it'd be incredible around there, but everywhere's pretty incredible in the autumn for photos. I mean, like autumn on Ektachrome would be incredible. All the colours. I think that would be guaranteed great shots. Combine that with a sunset as well. That you know,
we haven't really been blessed with sunrises or sunsets whenever we've gone out.
No,
it's always been just grey.
Well, we're gonna we only really. I mean, I know we started doing the channel. We started doing videos for the channel at the start of the year, but I feel like we didn't do much in the summer, did we? Really?
No, not really.
We probably didn't take full advantage.
And if we did, it was at night.
Oh, it was probably because most of my August was taken up by weddings. So most of the photos we did throughout that was just like family stuff or street photography, like on the sides. But we didn't really do many videos in the summer, did we? No. So yeah, I think we'll be able to get more,
This year.
more striking lighting conditions in the summer. But like Winchester yesterday, just like so flat.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's nice, flat lighting, because like when you're shooting with a roller, you don't have to worry too much about your settings changing. But like I like some harsh light
just
and
gives
stuff.
it a bit of edge to it.
So, what do you think?
Overall, I really liked it, and I really liked going to the inn because of us both liking the trip.
Really cool. Yeah.
And it was nice sitting in that space.
Yeah.
And I thought that the overall area around, we only went around like couple of miles.
I just liked
really
discovering that was the...
Yeah.
Because we sat down at the table at the other end of the room.
And then we like looked out.
And we were sat... I was sat facing that table. I was like, oh my God, Mark, that's the table there. Like, because they'd obviously repainted. So at first, you're like, oh, this is not the room.
Yeah.
We both thought it was the opposite end of the building in like the restaurant. But they'd obviously moved it around because it's like, how old is the first season?
Trips from 2010, but they filmed it in 09.
Right,
so
yeah.
15 years. As old as that Ektachrome.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I mean, I think it might have been older. I think that Ektachrome. I think what you originally thought, like 02 or something. Okay. Did you ever do any research into the design of the... Because it's called like Elite 100,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I think
so when did they drop that name?
I did some very vague Googling, but 2012 was when
they dropped the name.
Yeah, but if you're watching this and you know more than I do from like 5 minutes of Googling, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Someone who maybe shot it, back in the day.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Good to know. We bought some film yesterday as well that I think you bought some Lomo 92.
Yeah, which is already in my camera.
Oh, nice.
And today, I've got some more Ultramax coming and some Lomo 800 on 35, which I'm quite keen to try. So I didn't really like Portrait 800 on 35.
Yeah.
Loved it on 120, so I'm keen to try a Lomo 800.
Yeah, I bought some Lomo 400 on 120 yesterday after we went out on the rollies.
Oh, yeah, because you want to...
Yeah. I want to be a bit less rusty next time.
I think you should like just force yourself to make that your main camera for a month.
Yeah. Like
just put the FE
1
away.
month of rolly.
Yeah. And just force yourself because at first you'll be like, oh, such a pain.
Because you can't react quick. You have to like set up the shot and sort of hopefully something happens.
It's like the guy in the shop was saying about the Leicas.
Yeah.
Like he was saying,
you should take it slower.
Yeah, you have to take it slow. But I think the rollies are even slower. Yeah. You don't even have a light mirror. So it's
to really
like,
sort of appreciate and think about what
yeah. And I also think we're going off on a proper tangent.
If that's fine.
But I think this is a good point, is the whole mirror being flipped, because it's only one mirror, that I think forces you to take longer composing as well, because it totally fucks with your head. You can't see it how you see it up there, so like you're like moving around.
It's like, oh, I've moved the wrong way.
Yeah. Oh, I hate like trying to line up horizons and stuff with the rolly, like, because you're like, you tilt it one way and it goes the complete opposite way that you expect it to. But I think it's good because it forces you to take your time composing stuff,
Yeah, well, I think with the Lomo 400 I bought for that gives me a few more options, because I've only got like some black and white and some Ektar and gold, which I think is probably a bit too low ISO for this time of year.
Yeah. But Ektar is good to push to 400 though.
I'd like to shoot it at 100 though.
Yeah.
So
I
mean,
mean,
one roller that left.
I did it at 100 in Cambridge.
I've got the Velvia as well, the expired.
Yeah,
Velvia
I've got.
Ready to
Have
go.
I got a Velvia or a different one? I've got a color positive Fuji. Can't remember which one, because there's like 3, isn't there?
Oh, right.
Provia, Velvia, and Sensia, something like that. I think that's what they are. There might be another one actually.
If you know, let us know in the comments.
I've got one of them.
That
It might be
sounds about right.
It might be the same as yours. And then I also bought that expired 120. What was it called? 160 NS or something like that. It's a Fuji. I sent you a picture. I bought it in Amsterdam.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was like, they didn't have any 120 in there. And I was like, oh, have you got any 120? He's like, oh, we got this. He was like, expired like 20 years ago. I was like, yeah, have that.
Nice.
So,
yeah, I think we're going to shoot more expired stuff this year.
yeah, might as well. Yeah, I like
Now
the
that I've done
idea.
that now.
I like the idea of doing comparisons. But yeah, I guess expired stuff's more interesting when they don't make it anymore. But then you can't do a comparison. Do you know what I mean? So
you can do a comparison, like a similar one that's out.
Yeah, I guess so. Something that might have replaced it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, I like that. I like that comparison. That was nice. Like, it's better than like 2 black and whites, because it's like, oh, one's a bit more contrasting.
Yeah.
But that is like, well, you can see what time has done to it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure what conditions that had been kept in. It didn't say.
Nah.
So it's probably just left at a drawer on a shelf.
I think it makes less of a difference than you think, keeping it in a... I mean, if it's been in the UK, it's never going to have been that hot. Not for that
long,
long,
in
anyway.
this office.
Yeah.
Which is either freezing cold or boiling hot. That'll do then.
Yeah, I think so.
Thanks for watching.
Let us know what you think of expired Ektachrome. And will you buy a roll? I probably wouldn't recommend it because they do new. Unless
well
you can get it,
expensive
unless
to-
you can get it considerably cheaper. I think it's a good buy
Yeah.
because
Yeah, it's like
Shoot it.
£26 a roll at the moment.
yeah, shoot it at 25 or 50 ISO, depending on how old it is. Color correct the blues, and it's fine. I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
But it's like
And developing took, where we send it takes 2 weeks.
yeah.
Because we had Christmas in the middle. It
Yeah,
took like
it took a bit
three and a
longer.
half.
But they have my Stourhead took 1 week.
1 week.
1 week.
Yeah.
Even though they quote 2 weeks, so they are good when it's middle of the year, but not at the end of the year. Yeah, I think because of the price of Ektachrome, if you can get expired for a good price, then it's worth it. But you know, if you're not bothered about saving a couple quid, because it is only going to be a couple quid per roll for an expired one, you just get a new one. Might as well. So there you go.
Consumer advice.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for watching. Are you going to say it?
What?
Subscribe.
Whoop!